Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Peter is my name.
Okay, my name is Cliff Ahmed.
Okay, you're alright. How was your trip here? No problem? You don't have problem to trace
it wasn't too bad getting here.
That's fine. I'm Peter Ajayi, but I'm comfortable with just decide to call me Peter. I'm okay with it. I'll be your counselor and I'll be working with you all through whatever we need to do. And I need to let you know that I just want you to feel free and open up. Anything you need me to know, just let me know it. I can assure you that whatever transpires between the two of us is going to be kept very confidential. The only reason why I may get out of that principle or violate that principle is if for any reason I find out that you probably are working against yourself or constitute a kind of danger to yourself or somebody else, then there might be need for me to disclose whatever we discuss to somebody else. I mean, that's just the legal aspect of it. But I can assure you that whatever we discuss will be, I mean, all other things, I mean, all things being equal, whatever goes on between the two of us is going to be kept confidential. Can you just give me a brief introduction about yourself?
Once again, my name is Cliff Ahmed. I'm 32, and I actually was born in Pakistan.
Oh, okay. You were born in Pakistan?
Yes.
Oh, Pakistan. I think I know a little bit about that country. It's a country very close to India. I think it was formerly colonized by Britain. And most of the people there, they are Muslims. Are you a Muslim too?
Yes.
Oh, you are a Muslim. So what time did you get into this country? You were not born here, I'm sure.
No, I actually came to this country when I was 8 years old.
Oh, 8 years. You came to this country. What about your parents?
My father and mother, they're still living. They're in
Pakistan?
No, they actually over here with me as well.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, fine. What, are you married?
Yes.
Or with kids?
I don't have any kids.
Okay, yeah, you will have. What exactly is the problem you have that really brought you here?
Well, I'm having some problems. I'm having difficulties with my wife. I'm also having some problems also with my parents too as well. And I also having some issues with my religion. I'm also having difficulties because one of my compassions is school. I'm having difficulties not performing up to my expectations. I'm not doing well in school right at this moment, and financial difficulties.
So if I may understand, you are married and you are still living with your wife.
Yes.
And then you are in school. To what kind of school? Are you in the university or community college?
I'm actually in a community college.
Oh, in the community college. Are you doing any work at the moment?
I'm actually doing some part-time work.
Oh, so part-time work. That's fine. I really appreciate your courage to come to this place. How did you get this place? Did you come on your own or somebody referred you?
Knowing me and like just some of my feelings inside is like I can't really go to my parents because some of our beliefs. I mean it's kind of difficult. I feel like I'll get tormented for some of the things if I confront them with certain issues or whatnot. So I didn't feel comfortable going to them. Also,
let me try and make some things new to you. The way we go about our jobs, at times we use some technical languages or even ordinary language that may seem not really clear to you. If I say anything and you really don't get me, please call me back and let me know that you need kind of clarification on it. What I really want to know is, how did you get to this place? I mean, were you referred by somebody or you just, is by your own effort you know this office?
Oh, I actually, I had went to my counselor due to, like I was just telling you before about the issues that I was going through. I was able to able to put it all together, and I just feel as though that I can go to my counselor at my community college, and that's why I'm here right now today.
Okay, so your counselor referred you to this?
Yes, she suggested
that's quite
that
interesting, and that's quite heartwarming, because I mean, it's one thing for somebody to refer you, it's another thing for you to heed the advice. The fact that you really heeded the advice means a lot. It means you are really out, you believe that this problem could be solved, and you took it upon yourself to make sure that at least we get to the root cause of all these things. I think it's really commendable. That's fine. So, if I may quickly go over what you said so far. You said you have problem with your wife.
Yes.
And then you are in school, you have problem with your performance in the school, and then you have some financial problems.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your wife, the background, how you got the wife? I mean, what?
Pretty much, like I said, I'll go back to like my parents. They was very influenced. Have been all through my life very influenced on like being with someone that's in my native tribe. Of being with someone. So I'm actually with someone that's in the same tribe as me.
Okay.
But pretty much my wife, she's an actual registered nurse.
Okay.
She does have 2 jobs.
Okay.
But yeah, and pretty much, she pretty much is constantly on the go. She's never home.
Okay.
So it's just pretty at times feel dry.
So you and your wife, you come from the same cultural background.
Yes.
She's from Pakistan too.
Yes.
She been in this country for some time?
Yes.
Okay, because I mean she's a professional, she's a nurse according to you. But the problem is that she doesn't stay at home most of the time. She works a lot. Is that the source of the problem? Is there any other thing?
I'm not gonna say that's the full problem, because I don't have anything against her. Like when it comes to her, she wants to work, she wants to do what she needs to do, and her expectations, what she wants to meet. But I just feel as though that our connection is not there anymore. I'm extremely stressed. I'm confused. It's just like I just feel like I'm all in this myself, and and it's very stressful. I mean, she's reaching her goals. It seems like she's reaching her goals, but I'm not being successful in my goals and my expectations that I want to meet because of the conflict that's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, from experience, I find out that most of the people that have gone married and they are from the same cultural background, at times it works, but at times you look at it, it's not actually being from the same cultural setting, at times doesn't determine the success of. But from what you've told me so far, I think you said it doesn't stay at home, it works long, it doesn't give you the level of attention, really. For how long have you been together? And this kind of thing you notice, when did it start?
We've been together for I'll say about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah. And and I told you that I was raised up as a Muslim, and we go by certain principles. But
Is she a Muslim too?
Well, yes, she
is a Muslim.
Definitely yes, is a Muslim and everything. But I just feel as though that with our our religion is not as strong as it used to be, and I think it kind of pushed us away. I don't know if that has all what to do with it. But I know I'm extremely, due to not receiving any compassion, I'm not going to put all of the blame on the religion. But still, we following something, we're supposed to be committed to it. And I just feel as though due to the work and things like that, I don't feel that everything is pretty much
That's
there.
not bad. At least you have a very wider scope of your understanding of probably what is really happening there. The thing is, do you think, or what do you think is like, don't you think it's because there's no child between the two of you, or because he's not as devoted in the practice of the religion? Those are the things that are really causing the whole problem. That are the things that are causing the misunderstandings, or you think there's any other thing that is so fundamental to these problems? You think there's anything that is, besides being not being devoted enough in your religion, and probably because you don't have kid yet, do you think those are the main problems that are causing the misunderstanding between you, or you think there's something else?
I think you on point with some of them, with some of the views that I'm viewing, because I mean we don't have kids, you know, we don't have no kids.
And you will love to have.
I will, and I don't want to bring a child in this world if we're not where we need to be at with certain expectations and everything. I mean, I just don't want it to feel like we're not, we're in a marriage. I mean, because we're supposed to be connected. Okay. And if I have a child and we're going through this and not connected, it's going to affect my child. So I want to get, why I'm here. I also want to try to get this,
Have you made any attempt to discuss this issue with her?
No, I haven't. No. I mean, I tried to a certain extent, but it was kind of like brushed off. Like she, had to get to work, or she's constantly like being motivated in something else, and not, it kind of goes to another subject.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah. Do you think all these things have to do with your performance at the school? Because you said your performance at the college is not what you really expect, that you're having a poor performance.
I am stressed. I told you before, okay. I am stressed. I'm, due to my marriage and things like that too. But not only that, but also my financial difficulties. Yeah. So me worrying about that and worrying about my marriage, sometimes I don't give the full concentration of my performance that I need to give. And don't get me wrong, I do have a little part-time job, okay. But I think I can do more.
So you work part-time, but it's not giving you enough money to sustain yourself. And if I'm right, it's like your wife is not really contributing to your finances, especially with regard to your schooling. Okay, that's fine.
One more thing, okay, I know she's dealing with some things too, so I just try to let her do what she has to do, and I try to take on what I have to do, what I can do for me. But I'm trying to do the best I know how.
If I can understand you better, can you elaborate on that? The last point you make is like, I don't really understand what you mean by he has to do what he's going to do, and you have to do what you can. You talk a little bit about.
I'll try to correct myself if you didn't understand what I'm saying. Pretty much is that like I'm not giving all my expectations, because I'm constantly, it's like I'm always home, and I'm not like it's that I'm just not giving my whole potential, and it's just I feel like I'm just home. I'm just a homebody, and I'm not exploring everything that's out there for me. And
I really appreciate your elaboration on that, because if I may understand you, what you're saying is that the situation where you are home most of the time is not, giving you the opportunity to really develop your potentials and some other things, and you really want to see all those things solved. That's a very good thing, because I can see that kind of thing as a very powerful strength in you, and it's the ability to develop yourself, the ability to create opportunity for growth and some other things, and those things really matter. It doesn't really matter to you, it even matters to the association of you and your wife, which is a very good thing. If I may ask further, is there any other thing apart from the school problem, the financial problem, and these marital issues which is a very good thing? If I may ask further, is there any other thing apart from the school problem, the financial problem, and these marital issues that it's contributing to all these things? When you look at it, I wanted to look at it. Is there any other thing?
Yeah, I think with my parents, you know, because their expectations is extremely high. What they want me to do,
in what
my performance. They don't want me to fail.
They don't want you to fail.
Yes, yes, and I think that contributes not only to that, but also with the situation I'm in with my marriage. I feel as though that I can do more.
So I mean, are your parents, are they aware about all these problems?
No, they're not.
They are not.
No.
But they are close to you. They have influence on you.
Yes,
and
yes,
you respect them a lot.
And I just don't want to confront them, because if I speak up and say, well, this is my position that I'm in, I'm not gonna probably get the best answer or the good, you know. They're gonna. It's just like I feel as though that I'm gonna let them down.
So if I may understand you, it's like you are being conscious of something you will do that will really create a kind of dissatisfaction or something that your parents will not like. You don't want to do that. And at the same time, your parents, they don't know what is going on in the house at the moment. What do you think is going to be their feeling if they know that you're having problem at school, problem with finances, problem with your wife? Because it's like you said, they are the one who influenced the marriage between you and that woman. How do you think they will feel if they know that you're having these problems?
I think they'd be very disappointed, because they look at my high expectations. They know I can do more. I know they know that. The money thing, you know, I feel as though that, you know, I don't want to ask them for money, because I know how things are hard in our tribe, and been through a whole lot of different things, and I just don't want to, you know, I want to try to do more. I can't do it, but then at the same time I need money, and I just don't, you know.
Right. The relationship between your wife and the parents, what can you say about it?
I can say right now, it's a little distance.
Why?
I told you before that, like, I told you that they were influenced. They wanted me to be with someone that's a native in my tribe. I told you that she's been constantly busy working. She has 2 jobs, and I told you she's a registered nurse and things like that. And she doesn't never have time. It's just like everything is her right now. It's what her goals are, but not what mine are right now, and not having that connection. So if I'm not even getting that connection, my parents definitely is not getting that connection right now.
Okay, I think, okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, we take these issues one after the other: the marital issues, your school issues, and the financial problems. I know that these problems, they are kind of interwoven, and by that time we start, I mean, going after them one after the other, I'm sure that, I mean, most of these challenges will be overcome. That being said, do you have any medical problem as at the moment?
I don't. I feel like it was getting to a medical problem, but I prevented that by going to my counselor, and she referred me to you. But like, I was really stressed, lack of appetite, and not feeling like I can give my full potential, like when it comes to school, because of how I was feeling. And you know, I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything, but it felt like it was going to go that route.
So I mean, that's a good thing. So what you are trying to do is that you are trying to make sure that, I mean, you handle this situation before it gets, I mean, out of hand medically. That is a very good step. That's a very positive decision. And is there anything you do at your leisure time, like when you face with this kind of thing? Does it make you to drink, you smoke, or ordinarily do you smoke or you drink?
No, I mean, I thought of it at times, but I don't think that was the best solution for me. But I did tell you I have a part-time job.
And that takes your time.
I mean, yeah, sometimes, but I don't do anything. I just come back home. I don't really have much else that I do.
Do you have any intimate friend? I mean, they're so close to you that you've probably discussed this issue with.
I had a friend that did introduce me to Christianity and things like that, but I didn't pursue it. But it was introduced to me. And I told you before, you already know that I'm a Muslim. So
I know, yeah.
Yeah, but that was brought to me and introduced to me.
Why do you think that your friend introduced you to Christianity?
We discussed it. We talked about some things, and I actually kind of felt that I was going away from my religion and everything. And he was just introducing it. He didn't try to push me into it, but he just introduced it to me, and just told me some things, and clarified some things with me, about the religion and things like that. So it just came to my attention that I wanted to try to explore something different and understand something else, but I didn't pursue it, but just try to get some more understanding of it.
Okay, good. You did not do it probably because of your parents?
Yes.
Okay, and you don't have any plan? I mean, doing it or not has nothing to do with all this problem, or do you think going to that religion is part of solution to this problem or not? You don't think so?
I don't actually think so, but I mean, it was just my friend was just offering his, offering, because I told him I kind of moved away from my religion, and wasn't compatible with it as I should be.
Okay, that's fine, Mr. Ahmed. I've listened quite well to everything you said, and I can assure you that I understood every point you've raised. But one thing I would like to do is seek your permission if you want me to invite your wife, so that we can start from there, so that bring the two of you together. And also that you have never raised this issue. I want you to think about it. Do you want to discuss with him first and see what our reaction is before I invite you, or you want me to invite you? But I have it in my plan as a result of what we discussed so far. Invite your wife at the time to put the two of you together so that we can discuss this issue. Do you want me to do that?
I think it's a great idea. I know my wife works constantly, but
you think he's going to have the time for that?
I can see if she can try to make time, but I can't be definitely sure if but I really want her to be here so that I can this will be the opportunity for me me and her to get some things out.
Okay, fine. If you want her to be here, we discuss about that, and then we pick a right time inviting both of you here so that we can talk about these issues. Then we start from there. Then we see what we can do about the issue of finance. I know that with cooperation with your wife and peace at home, most of these problems will be solved. I don't think there are two big problems to be handled. I'm sure they'll be solved. Usually when I do counseling like this, I always end up in my contact with the client with a particular question, which I always refer to as miracle question. Assuming you wake up tomorrow morning and then you find out that most of these problems, these challenges facing you, they are no longer there. Everything is fine. How will you feel?
I think I will be at a good stage in my life. I feel good about myself. I won't be feeling as like the symptoms that I've been telling you, stress, confused and things like that. I will have more of a straight vision, straight mind where I'm trying to go and fulfill my expectations and bring everything all together.
Okay, that's wonderful. I mean, in a nutshell, that is to tell you that at least for every problem there's a solution. And I can assure you that we work together, and then we do everything within our power to make sure that at least you are happy within yourself, you are happy at home, and everything will be very okay. And if I may ask, what's your schedule for next week? Assuming if I want you to be here next week, will you be here?
I think I can make that happen.
Yeah, next week, exactly a week time.
Yeah, somewhere around there. That'll give me some time to see if I can set up something with my wife to see if she can possibly make it the next time.
Okay. What I will do first is that let me look at it and see the exact time that it's going to be appropriate for me to invite your wife. But for the next week visit, I will give you the number to this place. Do you have it? You have the number to this office?
No.
Oh, you don't have it. I'll give it to you so that I will instruct the office to call you a day before the appointment to remind you of the next visit. And the purpose of giving you the number to this visit, if you have any problem, if you have anything to discuss with me, you can call me. And if you think that you are not going to make the next appointment, which is next week, then you can just call this office and let us know so that I can arrange for or schedule the appointment. Meanwhile, I'm pleased with your comportment and everything, and the way you've really opened up. It shows a great deal of strength and a great deal of expectation that things it can be okay. I'm really encouraged to work with you, and I think you feel the same way too.
Yes.
So I will allow you to go now and get some other things done.
Okay.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You have a great day.